I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the counselor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saeed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saeed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. So, viewers, we have a story from Guyana, but we're going to run that later on in the program tonight. Nevertheless, let me tell you something. The president in Guyana, Mr. Ali, is bucking up on every single contractor, every single subcontractor, every engineer in Guyana. When I mean buck up, I mean, watch me, the man bucking up. Contracts overdue 4, 5 months, 6 months, termination. Man says, I care about my people. But we got a little discussion with that around 7:30 tonight. So viewers, I just want to remind you as we start off our program tonight, persons of interest, one time before we forget. It's Thursday night. It's Tune It Up Thursday. Long time we use that. Tune it up. So we tune it up the thing for Friday. Tonight, viewers, persons of interest. We tune them up one time. Saieed Ali. Tariq was good with us, you know, and all of a sudden he just fall off the grid. But that ain't no problem. We know how to find you. So viewers, having said this, we're looking for this vehicle also that belongs to Tariq. PED 9540. It's a Toyota Aqua. Now viewers, we at Real Talk, we are offering $10,000 for any person in Trinidad and Tobago. Whether you be law enforcement, whether you be bandit, whether you be who. We are offering you $10,000 to bring Tariq and the missing vehicle. Now I want you all to understand something. The document that Tariq signed, it states, vehicle may not be sold nor transferred until mortgage is paid off. I want to let you understand that clearly. So whoever has this vehicle, trust me, you better hide it. You better hide it. Consider that your money dead, your money lost. Because anyway, my crew see this vehicle, they're going to pick it up. Anywhere they see Tariq, they're going to bring him. You see, sometimes you just need to move a little harsh. You see, when you hear my office call you, and you want to play you running and you ducking, I do have a problem with you running and ducking, you know. The thing is, when they hear I reach up on my program, you cannot run and you cannot duck anymore. Because everybody is going to know what is going on with you. You understand? So I am offering $10,000 for anybody that brings Tariq and this vehicle. Remember that $10,000 cash in your hand. Christmas is close. Everybody needs something extra. And we go in the distance. And it's tell everybody, as a nice fella, you know. As a real nice fella, you know. But you see, coming to my business? No, don't play that game. I don't play that game at all wrong with business. Because I just work 17 hours a day. And for those who like to lime and party, and that is their lifestyle, and those who work in 4 hours and feel, oh God, boy, are tired, they are the ones who will make a full 8 to 4. They are the ones who will go a full 10 hours or 12 hours. They are the ones who will go a full 14 and work 17 hours, sometimes 18 hours, sometimes 16 hours. That is one day work for me. 17, 16, 18, this complete a day for me. So when people want to play games with me, trust me, I know how to play games. I know how to play games with you. Here's the reason why now we are offering $10,000 for Tariq and the vehicle. Anybody find Tariq, information leading to Tariq or the vehicle, recovering the vehicle, you're getting $10,000. It's an easy Christmas, I call it, a Christmas donation. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. Look for him, wherever he is, report it to us. I send my people. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I send in my people. Pick them up with the vehicle and bring them right here. 10. I feel, I should really flick the 10,000 for people to see it, and yeah, I feel I could do that next time. So you go understand I'm serious. Also, Megan. Megan also, same thing. You contact the office, you say you're coming. I feel you coming from Japan. The longer time you coming. You coming from Japan. But nevertheless, I'll tell you something. I did promise myself to show Megan photo on this program until she comes in. I don't care if she get fired from she work, you know. I don't care if she man leave she, you know. I don't care how them living. Come back to me. You borrow something from Real Talk, pay back what belongs to Real Talk. Not what belongs to you, know. What belongs to Real Talk. And I will continue showing your pity. Let your friends and them continue embarrassing you. That's your business, not mine. You see, there are times I could be real nice, and there are times I could be a real beast. Anything coming to my business, trust me. We dealing straight and nice, let we deal straight and nice. From the time you start to go down the, how to say, the pick-a-patch road, oh, trust me, I'm aware of the pick-a-patch road. I know every angle and corner in the pick-a-patch road, so you can't run and hide. The only thing you're doing by appearing on my program is embarrassing yourself. That's the only thing you're doing. So whoever owns Tyreek vehicle, trust me, you could get it taken anytime. Anytime. And it wouldn't be my loss. It would not be my loss at all, at all, at all. So while we are that, viewers, Real Talk Equipment have some equipment for sale. There's an excavator and a truck. We have a beautiful truck. Now this truck is a wrecker. It's a 7-ton truck. It's a wrecker. Sliding bed, nice tray. Remote tray also. See how nice Real Talk Equipment have their vehicle looking? Top of the line condition. Look at the condition. Proper condition. Now this vehicle could use for a transport vehicle and also a wrecker. So with this truck you have 2 jobs in one. 2 jobs in one. You're doing wrecking day and night and you're doing heavy transporting with this vehicle. Perfect for any company. It also has a crane on this truck. See? Proper thing. Proper. Look at the crane there, Real Talk. And the excavator. Also, viewers, we have a 306 excavator for sale. It's like new brand. Now, both the machinery, you can contact me for the truck and the excavator. 339-1670. Feel free to contact me, viewers, and we could work out some business. Also, just before we start our program, Real Talk Financing is offering you 4% on a fixed deposit, viewers. Remember that we are the only financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that wants you to have the upfront interest on a fixed deposit. Why? For you to enjoy your money. Now, I'll tell you this, I've said this many times. You will put a fixed deposit on a 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But the thing is, you have to wait now for your fixed deposit to mature before you collect your interest. 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you ain't sure to live. Keep that in mind. You ain't sure to live. So what Real Talk Financing did, we come up with the idea, you know what? We're going to give you your interest up front. So you can enjoy your interest. You don't have to wait 20 years to go for vacation. With the interest that you're collecting, you ain't sure to live the 20 years. Understand? So we took that decision to give you your interest up front. You could pay down on a car, go for vacation, you could interest you could put away for education, you could do a course with it, you could do anything, repair the home. That's your interest that you're getting. Only we at Real Talk Financing doing that just for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Nowhere else you're getting that. Other financial institution, you have to wait. And the thing about this is that you're not getting part payment, you know. You're not getting a 3 months payment or a 6 months payment, you know. You're getting your 5 years interest up front in one check as we give it back to you. Yes, up front. Remember that. We are the only one doing that. So, to our program tonight. Minister of Finance Kong Booth said the recent signing of the multilateral convention and ongoing discussion with the European Union, the EU, to have TNT removed from its list of non-cooperative tax jurisdiction has strengthened this country's ability to attract foreign investors. Now, I'll tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. It's only the government has this country in this situation. We, the people, did not put ourselves in this. So when you hear Colin start to brag his mouth, you should ask Colin Imbud, why were we not removed years ago instead of now? How long they in power? 9 years now. Why didn't they do it when they came in power? Tell me why. Now I want you to understand. We are a blacklisted country. Under the European Union, we are a blacklisted country. We are also being watched for terrorism. And just to keep in mind, $3.4 billion gone missing, and not one government minister could give an account for it. Not one. Nobody in the Ministry of Finance, not even Central Bank could give an account for it. But nevertheless, we're going to that story just now. In a press release issued after his return from France, where he signed the multilateral convention and approached the EU to have TNT removed from the non-compliance blacklist. Imbud said the signing enabled TNT to exchange information with 148 other jurisdictions, including major global financial center. I want to let you understand clearly. The release stated that Imbud signed the multilateral competent authority agreement for the automatic exchange of information under the common reporting standard and a country by country report. That is what he signed today. Now, saying by signing the CRS and the MCAA, TNT agrees to collect financial account information from financial institutions such as banks and investment entities and automatically exchange the information with other participating jurisdictions on an annual basis. The minister also visited the EU's office in Brussels for discussion of the country's placement in the EU's blacklist. Who put us on the blacklist? You think a cane farmer go put us on the blacklist? You think someone who work in taxi put us on the blacklist? You think someone like me put us on the blacklist? You think someone who doing woodwork put us on the blacklist, or taxi work, or selling in the market? No. Putting us on the blacklist came from where? The hierarchies on them. The hierarchies. So when you hear we blacklisted, don't blame yourself, blame those in authority for not following protocol. And that is the problem already. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back from this break, you're going to hear Manning, property tax payment nearing threshold. Let me tell you something, we are some clowns in Trinidad, and I will say it again when we come back from this break.
We'll be right back.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real public concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid up front. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, here it is, sir. Since we are the only one offering a fixed deposit like that in Trinidad and Tobago, we are the only one that is giving you interest up front. Our numbers will be on screen. Contact our office. Set up an appointment. Find out what required document that is needed to open the fixed deposit. And enjoy the upfront interest. I am definitely sure, 100% sure that any financial institution you go by to open a fixed deposit, they will tell you when your maturity date has reached, then you will get your interest. And sometimes your policy might automatically start again and no interest for you. I'm going to tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. Come back to me. I have been in finance for between 30 to 35 years, and I keep saying this. I grew up in the financial industry in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm an accountant. I studied accounting school. So I'm well aware of how the financial banks, financial institute function in Trinidad. Hence the reason why we came up with this idea to give you your interest up front. And I'll tell you this, when we open credit union up the Caribbean, we're going to be doing the same thing up the Caribbean. Interest up front. Also, be members of the credit union. Start saving today for tomorrow. How do you think I reach where I am? You think I just get up one morning and get $1 million on my lap? No. I started saving dollar by dollar, $5 by $5, $100 by $100. Look where I am today. Hard work and the grace of God and the blessings of God. Trust me, you will make it. So we're going on to Brian Manning. Brian Manning, the Minister in the Ministry of Finance, says the government is very close to reaching 50% of the threshold required to implement the property tax. Listen carefully, Trinidad and Tobago. This is how we are some duncy head people. And I keep telling all you, I am not paying none. I am not paying none. Clongenbert went to Parliament, went to Cabinet. draft up a legislation. Listen to me carefully. Draft up a legislation. Went in the cabinet, amended, get it passed. That if you don't pay property tax, you will be charged $5,000 as a criminal offense. So listen to this, Trinidad and Tobago. And I keep telling all you, we are some duncy head people. You was paying land tax good. Imagine somebody you know about valuation coming to tell you that you could get $3,000 a month for your property if you rent it. Did you take a 40 years loan to build that property to rent it? And then you calling that property home? Trinidad and Tobago, do not let us be some duncy head. Property tax ain't implemented as yet. According to Brian Manning, hold on. The government is very close to reaching the 50% threshold required to implement property tax. So the more you run to pay property tax, let me tell you something just now. When they reach that 50% threshold and you hear the revenue authority kicks in, you cannot stop the government from taking your house, you know. Even though you're paying loan on it, you know, you will lost every dime you work for behind the house. Every single dime you will lost. You will lost the money you put on mortgage. You will lost the land your grandfather gave you where your mortgage to take a loan to build a house. You will lost it. You will end up like vagrants on the streets. Is the ministry coming out and telling you that? No, they are not coming out to tell you that. See if I get the revenue authority clip. They are not coming out and telling you that. But we playing stupid, we playing blind, we playing deaf, we playing dotish, and we running to pay property tax. It's not implemented yet according to Brian. They may reach the 50% threshold as yet. But you know who gonna make it hard for us? You wanna know who gonna make them implement it? We the citizens. You know why? Because Clungenboot, the man all vote for, the PNM supporters. Let me tell you something. That is the same man what all suffering for US currency in Trinidad and Tobago. That is the same man. And what we calling PNM is the best. Let me tell you something. Me and no UNC fan, you know. I just showing it how they follow to understand. I am not no UNC fan. I am not no PNM fan. I am not politically affiliated with no party. None. That is why I could come here every night for the last 7 years and run my program. You know why? Because I don't ask nobody for funding. That is why. I come here to tell all the truth. That revenue clip. Listen it. All listen to this. When this revenue authority come into effect, after they reach a 50% threshold to implement property tax, this is going to happen to all you. Play the video.
After 3 months, the taxes, remember, after 3 months, if you don't pay, the board, there's power for the board to exercise distress, to come and seize your chattel item, to sell to cover the taxes.
Wow.
Right? I'm not too sure, working at the Board of Inland Revenue then, they never used those provisions. There were sort of provisions like that, they never did. But remember, I know the TTRE, the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority, should be coming on stream, and I think they would want to be more compliant. So those, but there are all those powers for the Board of Inland Revenue. And after 5 years, if you don't pay the taxes, the law provides, the Property Tax Act, you could sell your property to cover the taxes. That's how serious it is.
That's awesome.
Are you understanding that? Are you understand that, Trinidad and Tobago? Let me tell you something. If all are playing stupid, get a little smart. Because if your grandfather gave you a piece of land, or your grandmother gave you a piece of land, again I echo, and you take that land, and you mortgage it to the bank, again I could have. When you mortgage that to the bank, and they tell you 40 years, echo, yeah, and they're telling you it's taking 40 years to pay for your house, you know what they're going to do here? You know what they're going to do here? When you have pay property tax for 3 months, they're coming to clear out everything inside your house. Imagine you're going to buy a furniture store. You take out bed, you take out couch, you take out TV, you take out fridge, you take out microwave, you take out dining table, you take out fan. And they give you a time to pay for all of that. When you have pay property tax, in the first 3 months, they're coming to clear out your house. Imagine that kind of thing all you put. A minister to do all that. And who doing all of that? Who doing all of that? A short red man, skinny he teeth at all, you know. Also keep in mind, this same little man went to the Privy Council in London, you know. This is the same little man who caused all of you to lose all your house. All I want to play Trinidad, all I want to play stupid Trinidadians, go ahead. Listen to this video now about Brian Manning.
Right now, the requirement was 50%. So we have about 400,000 residential properties in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are, well, residential properties, but we have less than 200,000 owners, if you take it in half. Half of 400,000 is 200,000 properties. So, and the number of owners for those 200,000 properties is somewhere around 197,000. So we had to send notices to about 197,000 people in Trinidad and Tobago, property owners in Trinidad and Tobago.
So now viewers, Manning said roughly 200,000 notice of annual rental value have been issued to residential property owners in Trinidad and Tobago. He noted that all property assessment should be sent out by November 30th with a payment deadline of December 20th. So imagine this, when you get this assessment letter, between November 30th and December 20th, you have 20 days from the 1st of December to the 19th of December. Me ain't taking no bully, you know. Clung but can't come away. All that little joke I'm making, all you can see me and clung in court. Trust me. Trust me, you will see me and he in court. Now, Manning revealed that payments have increased with the recent introduction of online payment system at First Citizen and Republic Bank. The payment increase. I don't like it. I don't listen good. Open all the big ears and listen. I have to call all of this tonight. Because we're stupid and dotish. He stated that there was a slow start, but now the ministry is pledged with how many people have paid since implementing the online system. He said property tax are key to local government reform and will fund essential community service. So hear this. Let me just give a little something. They say property tax will help clean the road, clean the savannah, fix the road. So I want to ask Clongenbert, the road allocation, where is that money going to go? The money that have been allocated to corporations in Trinidad and Tobago, where will that money be allocated to? Somebody pocket? I don't know, I'm asking. I'm asking. Because keep in mind, overnight, 25 million US were given to Exim Bank for import and exporters. Overnight it went to the bank. For months going up the road, all I will get it. Where did that money come from all of a sudden? All of a sudden. And after, hold this too, after IMF did their report, they sent a letter now to end the forex crisis in Trinidad and Tobago. Who got the letter? Ministry of Finance. The Clongenbert post the whole letter for we to see, no. He told us what you all needed to hear. That is what he told you all. So, Manning noted that property tax paid will benefit persons in their community for things such as road repair, drainage repair, and garbage. All of a sudden, garbage collection now. I'll listen to Brian.
Property taxes are supposed to underpin the entire local government reform system. So the property taxes that you pay would actually go to benefit you within your community. It stays within your community so that basic infrastructural needs can be taken care of, whether it's patching roads, retaining walls, drainage, collection of garbage, all of those things that your city corporation or other local government bodies would do to ensure that you can enjoy the use of your property in the first place. That is what that funding is for, and that is why it's so important.
So Trinidad and Tobago, let me open all your eyes a little bit. From the time you step out your house, you're paying tax on gas. You're paying tax on water. You're paying tax on food you buy. You're paying tax on the clothes you buy. You're paying tax on the water and beverage you buy. You're paying tax on the alcohol you buy. You're paying tax when you use your bank card. And from the time you open your mouth, you're paying tax. You know why? Because you get thirsty and you want water to drink. And when you buy a bottle of water, it's tax right there. So every single thing that you purchase, you're paying tax on it. Where is all this tax money going? Where? They say when you go to the gas station and you purchase your gas, you're paying tax. And that money will help fix the road. Well, donkey years going now on the road still like some crap-foot road. Randall Mitchell said, we should be happy because we should travel outside and see how fortunate we are in Trinidad and Tobago. I want to tell Randall Mitchell, if you ain't blind, you should get blind. But no apology, I am saying it. None. If you ain't blind, you should get blind. Because we in Trinidad and Tobago, you are supposed to be the Minister of Tourism, correct? What promotion you have for tourism in Trinidad and Tobago? Have we grown from 0 to 0.1? Or we grow from 0 to 0.0? Which one? Because our country is going downhill instead of up the hill. I didn't come here to fear nobody, you know. I come here to open the eyes of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Recently, the Prime Minister said, tighten all your belt. Tighten all your belt. Let me tell you something. I stopped wearing belt. I'm telling you, during the day, I stopped wearing belt. Because it can't tighten again. In the coming months, electricity rate going up. In the coming months, water rate going up. Food will go up. And all I want to talk about tighten belt. While the Prime Minister is saying, all tighten all the belt for dark and hard days ahead. You know what Clongenbird do? Clongenbird give him 50 million for entertainment. Well, let's talk now. We dotage and stupid in Trinidad. And I will say it boldly. I told you all from the beginning, do not run to pay property tax. Do not run. According to Manning, they have reached the 53 hole yet to implement the real property tax. You know who caused them to be there? You see people who run to pay it? By Clongenbird threatening people. Let me tell you something, it's a bullying act, Clong did, and nobody has said nothing to it. If you were wait, so I had to pay property tax on my house that I take a loan to build. I paid 40 years loan, I had to pay property tax on that. And then this short man going to Parliament now with that stupid legislation, want to bring out a bullying act on me and a bullying law that if I don't pay it, I pay what? $5,000 a criminal offense. You was there when I taken a loan? No. You was there when my grandfather gave me the land? No. You was there. You there when I had to get up 3 o'clock every morning to go to work? No. Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. You see how Scotland Yard said, go back to coal pot and ride on bicycle? You see plenty of all you who drive in cars. You will sell that and you will buy a bicycle to go to work. Trust what I'm telling all you. Because the days that are coming, it is dark, you know. When them days hit you, you swear to God you're blind. It is dark, you know. It's so black that you will swear to God that you're blind. You swear to close your eye and you see nothing. You will swear to God you're blind because that's how hard it will be. Call a good night. Hello.
Good evening, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Where do they allocate, where did they get the money from before this property tax to do the jobs that they were doing before? Where did they get the money?
You're asking me a question or you're asking trying to make a question?
Well, whoever it happens. Because where did they get the money before that they're implementing property tax now to do the same things that they used to do before? How they used to do it before?
You see? No.
And I'm calling from Canada. Have a good evening.
Welcome, Canada.
Have a good evening.
Now, to answer your question, we were paying taxes before. Right? Before they implement this property tax, we were paying taxes for the last 9 years. And up to now, we have a proper road. Up to now, we have a proper health center. Up to now, we have a proper hospital. Up to now, we don't have proper schools. Up to now, we don't have proper police stations. Up to now, we don't have proper functions in what? In the corporations. We have proper garbage truck 9 years going now. Or more. But you want to implement a new system now, saying that you will be doing the same thing that we did for 9 years. And we have seen no change. How the hell we going to see the change now? $3 billion gone missing. But if you pay a property tax, you'll get your drain fixed. You'll get your road fixed. Trinidadians and Tobagonians, let we don't be dotish now. Let we show the government we smart now. Oh, talking about tax and Tobago. Who in Tobago paid tax? Who in Tobago paid tax? We have the schedule where they paid property tax, where they were showing different areas pay property tax. We have that schedule. Trinidad and Tobago. Call a good night.
Right. I want to say something. When I was building my house, I paid tax on every single item. Right? And for me to go back and pay more taxes, I have no problem with taxes, you know, but it's how they implement it. And what measures they implement it.
By bullying the people.
How come the commercial people who have endless property, how come they are not paying any property tax? I want to ask that question. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. I'm going to tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago was bullied into paying property tax. You know why I am saying that? There's a penalty of $5,000 if you don't pay property tax. Who brought that? Cluggenberg brought that. Who did he brought that on? The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I tell you, I ain't paying no property tax. I will see Clog in court. Well, I feel a joke I'm making. I'll tell you something. Don't play with me on this serious game. You go lost. You go lost. And it had nothing like somebody coming to represent who? He? No, bring your damn tail here. I asked for a representative. I asked for you. By saying this, by saying asking for him. Regional Amo, I believe it's yesterday or today, came back to Trinidad. He went away on private business. Listen to this. On the 7th of November, I believe, They had a hearing in the Privy Council in England. The Attorney General knew this, you know. He knew this. But they hired 2 lawyers and sent them to the Privy Council while Regional Armour leave Trinidad to go on private business. And they lost to the Privy Council. They lost. Trinidad lost. Jaiwanti won. So where was Armour? Seen about private business in our next country. Taking we taxpayers' money to go and fight Jaiwanti in our Privy Court, in our Privy Council court in London. Where the tax money going? Where the tax money going? You see how Juve morning is be, revelers is be on the street jumping up? Just all the tax money going. Call a good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed. Good night, and to your listeners too. Saeed, what are we worrying about?
For me?
50 million to party.
I never worried enough. I can, caller?
Yeah.
With my kind of business, I could go any part of the world and open business.
Yeah, but here was it. I say we only worrying. We have 50 million to throw party, man.
How you mean?
We have money for nothing, but we have 50 million for party.
We have money to buy medicine school, we have party money. We have money to fix schools, we have money to party. We have money to fix police vehicle, we have money to party. We have money to buy medicine in the hospital, need a proper machine, we have 50 million to party. Let me tell you something for you. This is the only program that is getting really like this, you know. That's why when I come here, I no friend and family here, you know. And I just tell people that. I'm so thankful for God. And I'm so thankful to God that is me, you know. Yeah, serious. I'm thankful that I could come here and get, I believe it's 10 or 11 legislations passed in Parliament. I thank God I could come here and I could get road fixed. I could get bridges fixed. We could get street light done. We could do a lot of things. And I thank God I have a track record of you, the people, witnessing that. I thank God for that. How much else could do it? They will zip them out. But this month you can't zip. Because while you're coming, you could get in an accident on the highway. And I love to say that. And I love to prove myself. You know how I prove it to? Terrence the Alsing. So we're going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, business chamber to government, end port chaos now, after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Realtalk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Realtalk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Realtalk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Realtalk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real public concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid up front. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Person of interest again, Saieed Ali. Tariq, there's a $10,000 placed on your head. When people hear that, they say, hey, like we want to kill this man. No, we want to kill this man. We want to find this man. Why? Because this man have a vehicle that belongs to Real Talk. That is why we want to find this man. And that is why we put out the $10,000. For anyone that finds this vehicle on him. You see, I just tell people something. Come into my business, I don't care. You see, once you borrow from Real Talk, that is my business. You know why I'm so serious? Because working 17 hours a day to make sure your business runs smooth. And when you hear people like them come around, it gives me great pleasure to put money on their head for people to find them. Yeah? Let me tell you something. I come back to me, director. All I want is what is mine, you know. That is all I want. I don't care if Tariq living in a big house. That have nothing to do with me. I don't care if Tariq driving a Benz one side. It have nothing to do with me. All I want is what belongs to me. And that is being fair. That is all I want. You see, this girl that we are about to show, she didn't realize that. You understand? Megan didn't realize that all I want is what belongs to me. That's all I tell people that. I'll tell you something, viewers. I've been lending money for years. And it's very, very few people this happened to. When you want to play smart and run and duck and hide, no, I will put money on your head. You want to hide? Not a problem. We're paying people to look for you. We're paying people to bring your car. You know what? People, police and people may be looking for Tariq and his car. But the more I put it up, is the more people will get to know, and as the wider it would spread. So when Megan feel, oh, you know, outsmart Saieed. Really? You outsmart Saieed? No, you didn't outsmart Saieed. God is blessed Saieed. That's why I had to lend you. You understand? And in giving you decide, you know what, I ain't paying back Saieed. So what Saieed decide to do is to put you on TV so your own friend gonna know what you're doing. You borrow money from Saieed and you are giving back, you can't get 100 borrow from me because I ain't gonna get it back. And that's how it go. So who end up with that stigma? You, not me. Call her good night.
Yes, Saieed, good night.
My friend, go right ahead.
Saieed.
Tell me.
You say something just on national TV and it catch my attention, man.
Tell me.
I want to find out something. Is Tobago paying property tax or not?
Nobody in Tobago paid property tax. Nobody.
So we got that idiots in Trinidad here, right?
Call her.
Question because you know talk and it catch my attention.
Call her, remember.
I never really think about it so far.
Remember when the government put up the draft, they only showed Trinidad paid tax, they never showed Tobago.
It's true. I'm
telling you.
We really playing a game here with the CNN government, right? Alright, guys, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. How much people in Tobago paid property tax? Tobagonians, when I come here, all I just come to do is tell a little truth. That is all I has come here to do. Tell you all the truth. That is all. I want you to be educated. I don't want you to be a duncy head. I want you to be smart. I don't want you to be foolish that when the ministers lay down something on all you know the beginning to the ending. No, I want to educate you all. I want you all to be smart. I want you all to know what is taking place in your country. I want you all to know the power that you possess. As people just can't come around with nonsense, you know. At all. Now listen to this. The joint chambers are calling on the government to urgently resolve the ongoing industrial action causing severe disruption at the port in Port of Spain. The American Chambers of Industry and Commerce, AmCham TNT, the Energy Chamber, the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industries and Commerce, and the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association issue a joint statement criticizing the government inaction in what they describe as a national crisis at the peak time of shipping activity. The chambers stated that the extensive delay at the port are negatively affecting port revenue, increased detention fee, delivery of raw material for production, and the cost of production of a finished goods. The chamber noted a trend of port protests occurring on Wednesday, one day before the typical restocking on Thursday and Friday. Yesterday, only one of eight tier crane were operational. So out of 8 crane at the port, they had 1 operational, resulting in a delay for 20 private trucks awaiting delivery. Additional, no ship-to-shore crane were in use, leaving a shipping company unable to load or offload 1,800 containers. And where is the government say? Where is the government? Where is the Minister of Government Business? Because the port is government business. So where is that minister? Is he on vacation? I want to ask, is he on vacation? Why it is that we have a big entity such as the port not fully functional in Trinidad and Tobago? How come? What is the reason? What is the reason for the protests? Let's start there. What is the reason for the protests? I'm sure it's negotiation. What is keeping back the negotiation? Delays. You want to talk about delay? Let me throw something at you. I want to talk about delay. Listen to this, The Public Accounts Committee meeting to review the Auditor General report on the 2023 public account and a subsequent special report scheduled for yesterday was subsequently and suddenly postponed. How come? This public accounts meeting was to review the audit that Jaiwanti Ramdas did. And for no given explanation, it was postponed. Why am I saying this? According to news, no explanation for the delay has been provided. The public accounts broadcast, PAC broadcast, was set to begin at 10:30 a.m. However, around 11:15 a.m., a representative from the parliament announced that the meeting has been postponed. When asked about a new date or time for the meeting, the representative was unable to provide any details. So I am asking, did the cabinet have something to do with this? I am asking, did the House of Representatives that support Clongenberg have something to do with this? How come all of a sudden this meeting cancelled? All of a sudden. How come? So my question is, who's protecting who here now? Is it that because the government went to Privy Council in London and got the application turned down? Is it that they cancelled the meeting today? And this was a special meeting, to review the documents that Jayawanti Ramdas did. Are they smelling fish anyway? Are they smelling fish? I'm smelling dead ganda egg. I'm smelling dead kobo. I'm smelling ganda egg. I'm smelling rotten fish. Boy, you making joke. Are they smelling it? Well, let's say something now, man. To tell you we foolish, $3 billion gone missing and nobody has said nothing about it. And clung laughing at all of you. All of you. It's sad, you know. The Auditor General, Jayawanti Ramdas, appeared surprised by the unexpected delay and declined to comment. The meeting, according to the Parliament, was to discuss the report of the Auditors General of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago on the public account of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago for the financial year 2023, including the special report of the Auditors General on the public accounts for when? 2023. All of a sudden the meeting just cancelled and died. No explanation. I'll tell you something. God don't sleep, you know. He don't. I just always say that, and it's true. God don't sleep. Imagine Clong and Bert. The power the man have on his hands, and you will be amazed. I gave you a little demonstration. Overnight, the Exim Bank released $25 million to the manufacturing companies in Trinidad and Tobago, to the wholesalers, to the importers. Overnight. How did that happen? How did that happen? Clong and Bird review? Really? IMF told them to end the forex crisis in Trinidad. Then we hear what they had to say. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, it's my pleasure being here with you every night. So until we meet again, be safe and good night.